But I watched some of the Golden Globes last night.
Oh,
I missed the
great.
monologue. I had to go back and watch it in clips, but I missed it like as it was on live because I fucking forgot the Golden Globes were happening.
Ricky Gervais is the only
Terrible. Shouldn't be. He's too
awful.
offensive.
I know. He's sitting there, and we're trying to celebrate these actors and actresses, and I don't know why Ricky Gervais has to be mean-spirited.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
He's so great.
He's the only person associated with any of these award shows in the history of the award shows that understands that the audience is at home.
Right.
That's not playing to the dumb room full of Hollywood people, that gets that you're broadcasting on to millions, theoretically, of televisions. Those are the people that you're playing to.
Yeah, the people at home. And
Yes.
it's hard to do that because you want to hear the laugh. I mean, and he did get laughs. I mean, he did great, but it's still.
Well, he got laughs, but he also got a lot of looks of scorn.
Of course he did.
He didn't like every joke.
Yeah, a lot of them have this whole thing where if you're joking about something, it's not right, but if you're doing a film about it, you're an art. You know, that's fucking irritating.
Right, but let's not. Here's the thing. Hollywood loves turning issues outward.
They do.
Inward,
Yeah.
not as much.
He pointed that out towards
Outward,
the end.
he did? You mentioned that? Oh, no. Ricky, why don't you keep it light? You know what I mean? Keep it fun. Why not keep it fun?
Let's see the opening, because I missed the opening. I was so mad when I first turned it on live. I haven't watched it. I've been grabbing clips last night. I just kept, people were sending, Travis sent something and fucking, I was on people's Instagrams and Twitter looking at clips.
I watched the whole thing in the middle of my kid deciding to get out of bed every 30 seconds. So it was like I'd watch 30 seconds of the monologue, hit pause, go upstairs, back in bed.
Why was he getting out of bed?
Because he's not in a crib anymore. He's in a bed, and he likes to express his freedom.
Just misbehaving. Yeah.
Right. He's running around with a pickle in his mouth, misbehaving.
Yeah.
You know? All right, here is Ricky Gervais. He hosted the Golden Globes last night.
Yep.
Which, by the way, we'll also talk about
I was right.
who won. Well,
I was right.
we've got that information too. Ricky Gervais was, of course, the host again, which is it's the only thing that works on these award shows.
He's just mean and funny.
And true.
And true.
You know what I mean? He's just, here's Ricky. He's got his patented pint at his side.
Stop. What are you ducking for? It's not a TV shoot.
It is a TV.
Oh, okay. He's ducking in front of the TV. Mike Monton came in and ducked like it was a fucking live camera shot.
I mean, technically, it is a live camera shot, but it's on the SiriusXM app. Here's Ricky hosting the Golden Globes.
Thank you. Hello and welcome to the 77th Annual Golden Globe Awards, live from the Beverly Hilton Hotel here in Los Angeles. I'm Ricky Gervais. Thank you. You'll be pleased to know this is the last time I'm hosting these awards, so I don't care anymore. I'm joking. I never did. NBC clearly don't care either. 5th time. So, I mean, Kevin Hart was fired from the Oscars because of some offensive tweets. Hello? Lucky for me, the Hollywood Foreign Press can barely speak English, and they've no idea what Twitter is. So I got offered this gig by fax. So let's go out with a bang. Let's have a laugh at your expense, shall we? Remember, they're just jokes. We're all going to die soon, and there's no sequel. So, yeah, remember that.
That was already, by the way, that was the first moment of, I think, discomfort, because it's like, look, we're not supposed to joke about the fact that war is imminent, that there is a president in our White House that is causing utter international chaos. Relax. Relax.
Lovely, all dolled up. You came here in your limos. I came here in a limo tonight, and the license plate was made by Felicity Huffman. So, no. Shush.
And then, look at that. That's my favorite. Tom Hanks' face like, whoa.
Like,
whoa, come on, bro. Is nothing sacred?
What is with these fucking people that they're so shocked that one of their own would be made fun of?
And it's like
God, they're hateable.
The idea that Felicity Huffman is in jail making license plates is the most sort of innocent Felicity Huffman is in jail joke ever.
They really are a room full of stupid assholes.
Hey, she's one of ours.
Whoa. Hey, whoa.
It's like when Sean Penn stood up. Felicity Huffman is one of the great actresses of our time.
God, they're just awful.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That celebrities really don't get enough respect and really don't get put on a pedestal nearly enough.
Mighty.
You're right.
It's her daughter I feel sorry for, okay? That must be the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to her. And her dad was in Wild Hogs. So, lots of big celebrities here tonight. I mean, legends, icons, yeah? Look, at this table alone, Al Pacino, Robert De Niro. But Baby Yoda. Oh, that's Joe Pesci, sorry.
That one.
Was Pesci there? I didn't even see him.
I didn't see him, so I don't know if he actually showed up or not. But when he said that, I was like, "Holy shit!" Like I thought Joe Pesci was the one guy that you wouldn't make fun of, and it took him a minute and 40 seconds to hit Joe Pesci and call him Baby Yoda.
Hold on, I'm looking from the back. I see Pacino, somebody, Keitel. Somebody.
De Niro.
Oh, wait, no. Keitel, Romano, person, Scorsese, De Niro, I can't tell if Pesci's there from this table shot.
Would you have been all right sitting at that table?
They asked me to go, but I was like, I couldn't.
Because you had to wake up early for the show?
Yeah, and they also wanted me to face the other way. I'm like, I'm not going to have my back to the...
Right, no, that's smart. That's show business thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Ray Romano's sitting there, though.
Yep.
It's amazing, isn't it? Such a good actor, by the way.
He's great.
Yeah.
Love you, man. Don't have me whacked. But tonight isn't just about the people in front of the camera. In this room are some of the most important TV and film executives in the world. People from every background, but they all have one thing in common. They're all terrified of Ronan Farrow. He's coming for you.
And they're wow, and these fucking babies.
Well, yeah,
they don't. Whoa!
They don't like that. You know why?
Fuck them.
Because it's very true, very true. And they're like, I wish you wouldn't bring that up right now. They really are of the mindset. We don't talk about old shit.
Yeah.
So if we could not.
No, we don't talk about our shit.
Our shit. That's right.
We don't talk about our shit when we're all in the room together.
Hey, let's not air the family business in public.
Yeah.
You know why they can't laugh at that? Because it's still actively a true thing.
Yeah, of course it is.
You know what I mean? You could laugh at it if it was something that used to happen, but everybody's sitting there going like, yeah, that happened to me.
Yep.
You know? Or, yeah, I did that.
Look, talking of all you perverts, it was a big year. It was a big year for paedophile movies. Surviving R. Kelly, Leaving Neverland, Two Popes. Shut up. I don't care.
This is great. The guy who played
Jonathan
the Pope.
Pryce.
Jonathan Pryce. He didn't like that.
He was in Glengarry Glen Ross. He's the guy who was like, I need my deposit back.
Right.
That's him. And by the way, I watched that movie. It was great.
The Two Popes?
Francis and Benedict. It was him and Jonathan Pryce, Anthony Hopkins. Great fucking film.
Now, I hate to correct our friend Ricky. That wasn't a pedophile movie, was it?
Well, I mean, the pedophile angle was in Benedict was the guy who was on the kind of the desk that stopped that covered a lot of these pedophile allegations up.
Did they address the pedophile stuff?
Mildly, not as much as I would have liked to, and it actually made Benedict look like a better guy than I thought he should have, and it made Francis look worse than I thought he should have.
Huh. I like that he's not. He's like,
oh, he is not.
Don't bring that up.
Yeah.
Why you bring that up?
Yeah.
It was a great movie.
Yeah,
All right?
he's serious work.
Yeah. Why don't you respect my performance?
I don't care. Many talented people of colour were snubbed in major categories. Unfortunately, there's nothing we can do about that. The Hollywood foreign press are all very, very racist. So, fifth time. So, we were going to do an in memoriam this year, but when I saw the list of people that had died, it wasn't diverse enough. It was mostly white people. And I thought, nah, not on my watch. So, maybe next year. Let's see what happens. No one cares about movies anymore. No one goes to cinema. No one really watches network TV. Everyone's watching Netflix. This show should just be me coming out going, well done, Netflix, you win everything. Good night. But no, we got to drag it out for 3 hours. You could binge watch the entire first season of Afterlife instead of watching this show. That's a show about a man who wants to kill himself because his wife dies of cancer, and it's still more fun than this. Okay? Spoiler alert, season 2 is on the way, so in the end, he obviously didn't kill himself. Just like Jeffrey Epstein. Shut up. I know he's your friend, but I don't...
How great is that?
Oh, it's so great. Oh, it'll fucking groan.
I love that they go to Adam Driver, who's like smiling, going like, yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is their friend.
You had to make your own way here in your own plane, didn't you? Right. Seriously, most films are awful, lazy, remakes, sequels. I've heard a rumour that there might be a sequel to Sophie's Choice. I mean, that'd just be Meryl Streep going, well, it's got to be this one then. All the best actors have jumped to Netflix and HBO, you know. And the actors who just do Hollywood movies now do fantasy adventure nonsense. They wear masks and capes and really tight costumes. Their job isn't acting anymore. It's going to the gym twice a day and taking steroids, really. Have we got an award for most ripped junkie? No.
Junkie.
No point. We know he'd win that. Martin Scorsese, the greatest...
They don't
living
like,
director-
by the way, that he brought up that everybody's
Robert
on
Downey?
steroids.
Is that so we know who'd... I thought there was a Robert Downey joke. We know who'd win that or no?
I could guess that that's a pretty fair...
Is that what he was saying?
I don't know.
Oh.
But that's a fair guess. I don't think that they like that he's bringing up that, of course, everybody who's in these action movies is using steroids. Of course they are. It's not an athlete. They're not testing.
Yeah.
Made the news for his controversial comments about the Marvel franchise. He said they're not real cinema and they remind him of theme parks. I agree. Although I don't know what he's doing hanging around theme parks. He's not big enough to go on the rides, is he?
Scorsese's
Tiny.
short joke.
Right.
I like that
The
De Niro's
Irish-
laughing at him. He's
Yeah.
like, that is funny.
Yeah, he's short.
He is short. That is funny.
Man was amazing. It was amazing. It was. It was great. Long, but amazing. It wasn't the only epic movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, nearly 3 hours long. Leonardo DiCaprio attended the premiere, and by the end, his date was too old for him. Even Prince Andrew's like, come on, Leo, mate. You know.
Epstein and Prince Andrew
Andrew,
joke
he's
in the
bringing it
opening
right
monologue.
Everybody's like, Ixnay on the int pray
That's so great. On network TV, he's doing Epstein and fucking Prince Andrew jokes. It's great.
to Hollywood's face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're nearly 50, son. The world got to see James Corden as a fat pussy.
He's in Cats.
He was also in the movie Cats. No one saw that.
You think Ricky?
And
I think I was looking at Ricky's face as he delivered that joke. I think he really enjoyed the fact that he figured out a way to call James Corden a fat pussy.
Of course.
Yeah, I think he really enjoyed that.
And
he
they
got
thought
away
that
with
was the joke. They didn't realize. And then he was also in Cats was coming. They were like, oh.
Yeah, they were like, oh, so you're just saying he's a fat pussy. And you know what that means too? That I'm sure that if he had worded that differently, they would have dumped out a fat pussy.
Yeah.
But the fact that that's the tag and he left enough space,
And he was also, that was the thing that Corden got mad at was the fat jokes. He tweeted about that. That was the whole thing with him.
he didn't like the fat shaming.
Yeah.
He said that, Bill Maher did a thing about, people should be fat
right.
shamed because being fat is bad. And James Corden was like, no, I'm coming out in defense of people. And then Ricky Gervais was like, he's a fat pussy. It's mean. It's cruel.
It is cruel.
No one saw that. And the reviews, shocking. I saw one that said, this is the worst thing to happen to cats since dogs, right? But Dame Judi Dench defended the film, saying it was the role she was born to play, because she... I can't do this next joke. Because she loves nothing better than plonking herself down on the carpet, lifting her leg and licking her
I'm assuming it was her own asshole.
Yeah, or pussy.
Or
yeah.
pussy,
One of the
yeah.
two, yeah. Dame Judi Dench.
Furball. She's old school. It's the last time, who cares? Oh. Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show. A superb drama, yeah. A superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. So, well, you say you're woke, but the companies you work for, I mean, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you'd call your agent, wouldn't you? So, if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech, right? You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So, if you win, right, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent and your God, and
Fuck off, he said.
so...
And Tim Cook is just sitting there watching this. He's calling his company a sweatshop runner.
This whole thing seems unnecessary.
3 hours long.
Tom Hanks isn't that thrilled with the whole thing.
The dumb face on Tom Hanks.
He's like, all right, I mean, if you really think so, but you know,
Alright.
a lot of us have a lot to say, Ricky.
It's hard not to like Tom Hanks, though.
It really is. Except when you hear his son, Chet Hayes.
Well, you know,
I was so happy Chet Hayes was at the Golden Globes last
was.
night. He was.
he behaved himself.
Except he did a Jamaican accent on the red carpet. It's the most incredible thing. Let's finish this, and then this is the first time I'm bringing it up even to the staff. But I saw it last night. Troy, after this, when Jim and I are having our little talk, maybe you go on Twitter and see if you can find Chet Hayes on the red carpet. You're gonna love it. Go on.
Right, let's do the first award. The first award. The first award is for Best Actor in a Television Series, Musical or Comedy. To present the award are a couple of actors off the telly. What can I say? Jennifer Aniston and Reese Witherspoon.
There it is.
A couple actors off the telly.
Ricky's monologue
Yeah.
was so good, and he
Very
was good
funny.
all night too.
Yeah. The joke that he did about Weinstein, they were like, whoa.
We have that too.
Can we hear the Harvey Weinstein joke?
Yeah, while you there you go. It's Golden Globes 10. It was perfect.
Kill me. We're nearly done. Jesus. It's already... Right, last one. Come on, guys. Our next presenter starred in Netflix's Bird Box, a movie where people survive by acting like they don't see a thing. Sort of like working for Harvey Weinstein. You did it. I didn't. You did it.
Shut the fuck up.
Please welcome Sandra Bullock.
You
did it. I didn't do it. You did it. Whoa, let's not bring that up. Yeah, I was very excited. You can look at, I saw it on Twitter, Troy. So look up like Chet Hayes red carpet and click videos.
What's his real name?
I'm assuming
Is it Chet Hanks?
Hanks or something like that. Charles Hanks, I don't know. But I got so excited because Tom Hanks brought his entire family.
Haze.
He got the Cecil B. Yeah, Hayes, Troy. You know, like smoking weed, like a haze. There it is. That's the one. Tom Hanks brought his whole family because he accepted the Cecil B. DeMille Award. And I was just, I mean, and Tom Hanks is clearly a good man. He's looking at his family,
Yeah.
and he was moved to tears during the speech because he was
Yeah.
thinking about how fortunate he is to have his
lucky.
family. How
Yeah,
lucky.
Sure.
And you look and you see Colin Hanks. He's great. He looks. When you talk to Colin Hanks,
Yeah.
and you can't. He's a great actor.
Fine actor.
And he's become so reminiscent of his dad and his
Yeah.
mannerisms, and it's amazing. You see the Hanks legacy living on. His beautiful wife, who's a great actress, his other kids that are not actors, but still, I'm sure, very proud of him.
Enjoying Tom's fortune.
And then you see Chet Hayes, and I was watching with my wife, and I was like, "Oh, Jess, Chet's there. Chet Hayes is there." She's like, "Who's Chet Hayes?" And I was like, "That's Tom Hanks' rapper son." And she's like, "He has a rapper son?"
Yeah.
I'm like, "Yeah, it's Chet." And she takes one look at the table of Hanks, and she goes, "I bet I can guess which one Chet Hayes is. See the one with the fresh fade?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's Chet." Here's Chet Hayes. Somebody put a camera on him on the red carpet. Now, Jim, you're already cringing.
I'm uncomfortable
because you see he's got a bit of a swag about him, doesn't he?
Yep.
He's got one shoulder up, one shoulder down. Lips are a little pursed. You would think your dad's here to accept an award that is celebrating his entire career. This is saying, like, Tom Hanks and his entire body of work leaves him as one of the elite actors in Hollywood history. Maybe don't do the rapper gimmick. You're probably thinking that, Jim.
Yeah.
But here's what you don't understand. It's not a gimmick.
It's real. That's right.
It's
You're right.
life.
I stand corrected.
Sometimes when you're Tom Hanks' son, this is what your life is.
Sure, yeah, it's
you're
rough.
Chet Hayes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Big up the whole island, massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you want to say? Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what, soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
Chet Hayes, baby!
Troy?
Oh, just douche chills.
What? From what?
Just the Jamaican.
The big ups! He's sending shout outs to the island.
I mean, he grew up in Los Angeles, very privileged.
Extremely wealthy, which is fine. Enjoy that.
But acknowledge it.
Just be you.
Yeah, exactly. Just come from your own personal experience.
You don't need... Again, Jimmy Norton did this when he was 17, 18.
Big ups to little Jimmy.
Yeah. Jimmy Norton understands.
Wah, wah.
Yeah.
But Jim was trying to find his identity.
Jim
at
was trying to
17.
find his identity.
Yes. Chet Hayes has found his identity.
How
And
old
is
is
a
he?
Jamaican man.
How old is he?
He's not a teenager.
Is he only 17?
Chet?
Yeah, 18.
No. He's very much an adult. He's a man. He's not.
Do you think Tom looks over his shoulder and sees him gesturing like that, and he's like, "Oh, what does he say? He's 30?
Chet will be 30 in August. Yes, he will be turning 30 this year.
Oh boy."
Yeah, he's 30. Wah wah. Booyakasha. Big ups to my main man Buzz Lightyear.
Well, Rita and Tom are 63, and Colin's 42, so they were young when they had him.
Yeah.
They were young.
And then they decide, Colin Hanks, 12 years, his brother's senior. Don't worry, I'll look after Chet. Why does it say, you looked up the wrong person? That says Chet Hanks. This is supposed to be
different
Chet
person.
Hayes. Yeah. Oh, is that a, oh wow, I thought his birth name was Chet
Me
Hayes.
too. Yeesh.
Big ups.
That's worse than I thought.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, that's
And you had
worse.
low expectations.
That's worse than I thought it was.
Let's hear it one more time.
I'd really rather not.
I would like to hear my main man, Chet Hayes, giving a shout out to the island, because that's the problem. Not enough Jamaican
And he's
people.
not joking. Like, he's not just making fun of this. He's doing it for real.
He comes across as like he's proud of himself, that he's mastered.
Patois.
He's mastered patois. Yes.
Sure.
He's like Rob Ford. He's sitting there. Remember Rob Ford used to get high on crack, and then he became a Jamaican man.
But he was high on crack.
Yeah,
You could at least say he was on crack.
right. So you're saying that Chet Hayes taking on Rob Ford's lifestyle choices when he's not on crack.
No, Rob Ford was drinking and had fat man sweats. He was like holding there and he was sweating like you know how the way only a fat man can sweat?
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a weird sweat that starts under the hair and there's a sheen across the forehead and it's fucking 50 out. That's what Rob Ford was dealing with.
And to be fair, Rob Ford was hanging out with Jamaican crack dealers.
Yes.
That's where he was getting his crack from.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
evidence of that.
Yeah.
Chet's on the red carpet at the Golden Globes. Big ups.
Yes, thanking Tom. So he's 29. What year is it now? It's 2020.
It is.
So he was born in, is it 91?
90.
Said 90, yeah.
1990.
He'll be 30 this year in August.
Okay, so Hanks had, I think in the 90s, he did Gump. He did all of his Oscar winners, Philadelphia, nominated for, what was the one with the spaceship where he's got Apollo 13?
Apollo 13.
So, I mean, there was a really good financial run for the Hankses when he was 4.
Chet was 3 years old when Forrest Gump came out.
Yeah, it wasn't like he had this rough upbringing.
And Tom Hanks was not exactly a fresh-faced newcomer when Forrest Gump came out.
No, it was not.
Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Oh my God. big up the whole island massive. It's your boy Chetana, coming straight from the Golden Globes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me father Tom Hanks presenting in a what, soon forward come. Big up, tune in.
That's cool. It's authentic.
Does that bother some?
It's just awful. It's painful to watch.
Painful to watch.
Yeah, but I bet in Jamaica they adopt him as one of their own. Don't you think in Jamaica they're like, oh, there's some good representation?
I'd like to see that theory tested.
You'd like to do one of those Jimmy Kimmel Man on the Street bits where you bring an iPad to Jamaica and say, like, what do you guys think?
Well, they may enjoy a guy who can, who
Yeah, but-
knows?
They're probably having a laugh at him.
He's on that wacky cheeb. I'm
You think
sure.
so?
Yeah,
You think he's in the Jim and Sam Smoke Club?
I think so.
Oh, nice. Then I'm even more down. Maybe that's where the haze comes from.
I can't even do
Nice.
the hits from the ball. It's just too upsetting.
too much.
The whole thing is too upsetting.
It's too upsetting for you. Can you imagine that? Hey, like you hear that voice and you're like, oh, what's that guy up to? Oh, his dad is accepting the Cecil B. DeMille Award at the Golden Globes.
Oh wait, that guy didn't just get a lockup? No, his dad's accepting an award. For,
Oh, is his mom a little bit troubled? No. His mom is also a celebrated
Rudy
actor.
Wilson, yeah.
He says on the island, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
talking about Jamaica. It's an island.
He's in America. He's in Los Angeles, right?
Yes,
No, but it's just-
downtown Los Angeles.
I thought it was just a shout out to the island.
Why?
I mean, that's actually
Why?
a great point. Because I thought it was like how a lot of the actors would be like, they'll accept their award and they'll shout out to their kids back home in bed. Hey, little Tom Hanks Jr. All right, Dad won his award. Go to bed. Chet Hayes is doing that, but for his people on the island.
That's right.
Is this the way he talked before?
Before what?
Well, remember he was like, wasn't he on Sway or something? And there was
No,
some-
he doesn't. He doesn't normally
Oh, so this is just for this?
speak like this. Yeah, he's letting the people know though that he's down with that culture as well. No, he doesn't day to day speak in the Jamaican accent. I think he's got a little flavor to him.
He's
But-
been doing this for a while,
Oh,
though.
Rude Jude. He was on. He got into a fight with Rude Jude?
He did get into a verbal altercation.
Why'd they
with Rude
argue?
Jude. Rude Jude, I don't think was taking him seriously. Which I think is wrong if you're gonna have a guest on your show. I think you should always treat them with the utmost respect, like we did with Nancy Grace.
How come we haven't seen Jude in a while?
He isn't. He's LA based.
Yeah, okay.
He hasn't been around, and I think he was in Detroit for a while. But I like Jude.
I'm previewing this. He's not talking like that.
That's weird. Well, but he's not, because he's not sending a shout out to his people on the island.
Ah, okay.
People like it when you talk like them. So if you're going to give a shout out, you adopt their dialect.
Yeah.
People like that.
You guys-
Otherwise, they don't understand.
You guys want to hear a second of what his real
Yeah.
speaking voice is?
Sure.
I mean, all right, but real speaking voice. He's just, who knows which one's real, which one's not.
In my life and everything. So it was dope.
Yeah. So
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's very organic.
But that's incredible that he could
Good for him.
He could mold in
Yeah.
that way. That's incredible.
That's how you get people to like you.
yeah,
They
exactly.
accept you if they're like, oh, he can speak like us. He gets us.
People love a chameleon.
Yes.
People don't like
They don't want you
unique
just to be you.
personality.
No.
They don't like that.
No.
No. How do you turn into the person I want you to be and not just yourself?
When I see Sway or Stan, I don't think I say hello.
What do you say?
Stop.
So you do you're like a 1994 Def Jam.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
and then they're like, oh, Jim gets it.
they like that. 'Cause they're like,
Yeah.
oh, finally I can understand. It's not condescending at all.
No. I'm like, I understand you guys.
Right. I'm
I'm one of the good ones.
gonna speak differently.
Yeah.
So that you get that I'm one of the
Absolutely,
good
because
ones.
if I'm just me, you won't get it.
Right.
And you won't like me.
I'll be over your head on
Yeah,
that.
I'll be
Yeah,
over
no,
your
no,
head.
no. Yeah, that makes sense. That's good that you do that. Sure. That's good.
helpful.
So Jim, you were right about. We were both right about some stuff, wrong about some other stuff. I don't think either one of us expected that 1917,
The director, Sam.
the director and picture, it beat The Irishman for best picture.
It's not so. The Golden Globes kind of stinks though. So I'm not shocked that a shitty decision was made. I am shocked about Pesci, which I thought was a terrible decision. But again, you can't take this stuff.
Yeah, Brad Pitt beat him, right?
Yeah, and Brad Pitt was very good, but he was not better than Pesci. How does the entire Irishman get totally shut out?
Yeah, you know why? Because it was on Netflix.
Yeah, but
I believe. I think the Hollywood Foreign Press is being loyal to their, business
Maybe.
model and theater owners. The movie theater owners and the movie theater business
Maybe.
doesn't like Netflix.
Yeah,
That's why. They couldn't get The Irishman mainstream theaters. They couldn't get it in the chains, AMC's and Regals and stuff like that. They would have put it in there if they could.
Sure.
You don't ever see Netflix movies in there. That's not Netflix's choice.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, 1917 beat The Irishman and The Joker. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood won for musical or comedy.
And best script.
And best script. You thought Rocket Man was going to win best musical or comedy.
I did, yeah.
But I didn't think they were going to win anything. I was shocked that they gave the kid who played Elton John an award. So that does go more towards what you were thinking they would do. The kid who played Elton John beat Leonardo DiCaprio, beat Eddie Murphy. I mean,
the guy who played Elton John come on.
Yeah. Chernobyl won.
DiCaprio was
You
so
thought
good.
Unbelievable was going to win.
What was Unbelievable?
Unbelievable was the your cop drama show that was ruined by Colin Quinn.
Yeah. I thought that was going to be there were some of the awards that were like, oh, God.
I mean, I don't know if I want to talk about all of the awards.
Fuck off!
When I saw...
Yeah, you go up there and accept your award. We're not all getting them, dick face, shit farts.
Shit farts.
Yeah, you go on up there and just accept it. We'll just kind of sit here with our dicks in our hands.
What? You think that Roman was upset that the dad got an award and the show got an award? But
Yeah, what
Roman...
else is new? Dad always wins. I'll just sit here. Fuck, pussy, shit farts, turds.
Wait, you think he curses just to make himself
big
interesting?
tits, boobs, milk, cum, cunt.
So unfortunately for...
And we can do this, man.
Unfortunately for the people who don't want the show spoiled for them, Brian Cox won for Best Actor for the show Succession, and the show Succession did indeed win.
Sure.
I mean, I'm really glad that it beat the morning show.
I am too.
I'm glad that it won. I like Succession. And you know what it said to the rest of the nominees?
Fuck off.
That's right.
Like, I love HBO and I love their stuff. So even though I don't love this show, I'm happy that if it had to be a show that I don't watch or that I don't love, I do watch it. I don't love it. I would have to say I'm happy that it's with HBO because I love those guys.
Do you think that Shiv's husband was trying to get in there and accept an award too?
Yeah. I have to remember how to do it.
Shiv. Do you think they like me?
Shiv. Dad.
He was wondering why you...
I didn't get nominated. Did you win? What's he doing here?
I got a tweet from somebody that said, I'm one episode into Succession and Jim's already ruined it for me.
By the way, that's why, he walked in to sit at the Golden Globes and said, what's he doing here? Dad, I didn't get nominated. Can I watch?
Shiv, do you think they like me? Do you think that I could get nominated?
Shiv, do you think there'll be a chair for me at the Golden Globes, Shiv?
Hands up in the air, palms facing in.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. It's just caricature after caricature.
Fuck off.
Yeah. Fuck off.
But I guess they also like the idea of that mogul being the villain. You know what I mean?
Of course they do.
Like they could say, no, those are bad.
Of course. Although I would like to have seen, I don't know. I didn't see Billy Porter's. Kit Harington I just liked. I liked
because you like Game of Thrones.
But again.
But everybody hated the last season.
Was it a better performance? Just because I don't know. I don't think Brian Cox did. To me, it's very one note.
Brian Cox's performance?
Yeah, like again, he's good at.
Yeah, I know it's one note. I've seen your impression.
That's what it is. That's the whole show. It's just one level. He's had one moment.
What's the moment?
When he was hugging Kendall. You know what I mean? At the end of season 1. That was one moment that show. It was almost like fucking stupid. Kieran Culkin's had like one moment where they let him do something else.
What about when Brian Cox was sick and on accident he put his daughter's hand on his crotch?
I mean, it was amusing.
Okay.
Sure, it was hot.
Yeah. I was so happy to see Succession win.
Yeah.
For multiple reasons now.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, congrats, guys.
You were happy for him?
I can't believe that the morning show. Did Bradley Jackson get nominated?
Yeah, she did.
Oh, good.
Yeah, well, she represents the new generation.
The message is so strong. She's what the media really is, bringing a strong message.
I didn't even watch The Crown, and I was so happy that the the lady from The Crown won and beat Jennifer Aniston and
Yeah.
Bradley Jackson.
I saw season 1 of The Crown. It was great.
Yeah. I don't think anybody was shocked that Parasite won Best Foreign Language. Did you see Parasite?
I did.
It's great, right?
Wasn't a foreign language to me. I got it.
It was a good movie, though, right?
It was weird, but very unique.
It didn't go in the direction that I thought it was going to go.
Yeah, very, very unique film.
I liked it a lot.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like Best Foreign Language film. Is that what it's going to get nominated for in the Oscars, too? I feel like you could just nominate it for Best Picture. But
You probably maybe it will, but it is
Yeah.
a foreign language film.
yeah, and it's probably a lot easier to win in that category,
Sure.
you know?
If there's
Oh.
any foreign language film that people are talking about, that's probably going to win.
Dad?
Oh.
Do you think I've left my hotel key in my pocket. Do you think I'm going to get nominated?
Dad, how did you find that so fast?
It was 12 hours. That takes
Yeah.
a long time.
Yeah, you're my son. I swam home and I walked in wet. And I got in my room
I
somehow.
walked in.
Now I'm back at the party. It's a long party, Dad.
Well, who beat Kieran Culkin? I want to know. Because I think Kieran Culkin should have won. I think Succession should have swept those awards last night. That's ridiculous that Kieran Culkin didn't win. Oh yeah, the guy from Chernobyl won.
And he was really.
You were sure Kieran Culkin was going to win.
Yes, I was. I was happy that Chernobyl.
Yeah, I think you were. I think you were less sure that Kieran Culkin was going to win, more afraid. I think you were like, tell me, and you weren't far off. They won 2 out of 3. I bet Kieran Culkin had really.
Stellan Skarsgård.
I bet he had something really pithy to say to Stellan
Yeah.
Skarsgård afterwards.
You know, winning an award. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Performance bombed harder than Chernobyl.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm doing the best I can up here. You know, the pussy lips.
Using profanity to seem interesting.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, maybe I'll just jerk off on the back on the podium and see what you can do.
Oh.
So, yeah, it was enjoyable. I was happy for Tarantino. And Joaquin Phoenix, a dull speech. Just, you know, he's an interesting guy, but to fucking just shut up.
He's one of
But
those-
But he was so good, and he deserved, I thought.
He deserved the award, but
Yeah.
I feel like Joaquin's one of those guys that would probably be happier, and I think the rest of us would probably be happier if we just watched him perform. Sometimes with these actors, you don't need to get to know them. You don't need to hear what they have to say. Just appreciate the performance. I'm happy to just know the Joker. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not...
Yeah.
I don't need to know Joaquin. We'll just talk to the Joker and whatever other character. He's a great actor.
Didn't it win best
won
score as well?
score.
Which was great.
And yeah, and it won Best Actor
Yeah.
in a motion
Well
picture
done.
drama. Yeah, and he deserved it. He was incredible
He was
in that
great.
movie.
He was fucking great.
I didn't realize how much weight he had lost for that movie because he was much fatter
He
when
did
he was
chub
not
up
the
a
Joker.
little bit, right? Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought so. Like, he looks a little heavier.
Definitely. Like, he doesn't even look like
Yeah.
Arthur Fleck anymore. Did you hear Sacha Baron Cohen's joke?
No,
It was very funny.
I had the volume off when he. I mean, they were showing him, but then I had the volume off. I was writing.
Yeah. And it's a tough position for Sacha Baron Cohen to be in because to watch Ricky Gervais just destroy the entire room, you know what I mean? To go up there and still want to be edgy and want to be honest and not placate, but you know what I mean?
By the way, that's a small room.
Yeah, well, it's
That is a tiny fucking room with all mirrors.
the Golden Globes is the one where it's not in the auditorium. It's just the famous
Wait, am I
people.
crazy? Oh, no, those are not all mirrors. I'm sorry.
No. It goes back.
Yeah, it does. Those are. I thought for a second that was only a tiny table.
Oh no! See that the floor
In the-
area
right.
is the famous people, and then the walls behind it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those old like mob clubs.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. It's like the club that Don Rickles performed in The Irishman, where it's like a little bit
The
tiered.
Copacabana, yeah.
Yeah, the
By
Copa.
the way, I don't understand. How did he not get nominated? How did his show not get nominated?
Who?
Is Sacha Baron, wasn't that this year or no?
I believe it was this year. Yes, and I believe it was.
Or is that for a TV that shouldn't have been nominated?
No.
Oh, no,
Golden
so
Globes is
that's right, you're
TV.
right,
I
yeah,
think
you're
there
right.
was controversial that it did not get nominated for best comedy.
It's
or
crazy.
It's stupid.
It's so creative and real life and original, and he was so silly, and I don't know how that didn't even get nominated.
I think there was controversy because I think SNL got nominated, but
Of course.
This Is America didn't. And it's like, you convinced a politician.
Yeah. Say the N-word and shove his ass on.
Yeah, he said the N-word and put a dildo in his mouth. You ended politicians' careers because your show was that. And it's so, I mean, it says a lot about the culture that we live in, because I feel like This Is America was Ali G level genius, but it didn't get a quarter of the kind of publicity that it got. If anything, it was like...
Sarah Palin came out. She actually was the best. He had OJ in it.
Yeah. It did get nominated last year, Travis? Oh, okay. All right.
We're a year off. Okay.
Yeah. And maybe it was the Emmys that it didn't get nominated for or something like that. I think there was a controversy. Yeah. I mean, that Quinceañera skit has to go
Which
down
one?
in history. The Quinceañera skit?
Was that the guy with his ass sticking out?
No, it's the one where they do the, they set up a fake quinceañera to try to attract illegal immigrants, but it makes it look like it's pedophiles trying to get 15-year-old girls there. And then they call the cops, and the cops come to try to arrest the people and accuse them of trying to attract teenage girls to their party. And they're trying to explain to the cops that, no, we're on your side. We're just trying to capture illegal immigrants, but they look like pedophiles.
And there's like, they have like condoms and Rohypnol.
Like when the cops just plainly say what's going on. You're dressed up like a little girl. There's a piñata full of condoms. There's Rohypnol over here. You're like, well, like when you say it like that, it sounds pretty cut and dry, I guess.
I remember he had a fake pussy.
Yeah. He set it up in a way where they all thought they were going to bust illegal immigrants.
I didn't see that sketch.
Dude, I think it was the last episode of the series. It's so good. That, and I mean, I don't know why the OJ skit on that show should be aired every 6 months on every channel on television. Yeah. He's a genius.
Yeah,
he is
really
a genius.
He's brilliantly funny.
And as well regarded as he is, he's still underrated.
Yeah,
I think
he is. All right, let's hear his joke.
The hero of this next movie is a naive, misguided child who spreads Nazi propaganda and only has imaginary friends. His name is Mark Zuckerberg. Oh, sorry.
But it's
Sorry.
That's funny.
It's very funny.
Yeah.
But he's
I mean, if you're Mark Zuckerberg and you're at home, you're like, well, fuck, I don't need
especially since they're not accused of spreading. They're accused of being too liberal.
Facebook?
Yes.
No, they get accused on the other side of spreading Nazi
I know, but realistically,
propaganda.
they're accused.
And Mark Zuckerberg's come out and said that he got all kinds of flack recently because he said people are allowed to lie if they want to.
He's right. And he's also, by the way, he's not brought into Congress to fucking testify about allowing Nazi propaganda. It's because he's fucking shutting down. But even in Hollywood, they're so in a bubble and they're so liberal that anybody who isn't manically in their direction, they think is spreading it's crazy. Even though it's a funny joke.
More recently, though, Facebook has been getting more flack for the Nazi stuff, I think, than the...
It's just, I'm so
because
sick. I'm sick of hearing about the fucking Nazis.
Because the other...
Holy shit.
I think it's more like Twitter and stuff like that that's whitewashing it the other way.
Can everybody just stop with the Nazis?
Why?
There's no Nazi threat in the U.S. There's just not. They're dicks, and everybody knows they're dicks.
You don't want them to come back.
They're not going to come back.
You don't think so?
No! This fucking Nazi paranoia. Shut up!
I just love the idea of Mark Zuckerberg at home watching the awards going like, Jojo Rabbit, obviously, right? And he goes, Mark Zuckerberg. And he's like, I'm not even there. Why would you tag me and say that I'm spreading Nazi propaganda? Oh, I just love an unnecessary, harsh shot.
And they groan?
Did they groan?
You want to hear it?
Yeah, probably, because they said Nazi. And but here's the thing. Like, they don't even give it time to figure out what the joke is. They're just like, oh, I don't know about that. They just get nervous because you're even broaching the topic, you know?
Oh, sorry. Oh. Sorry, this is an old intro for The Social Network. I'm actually talking about Jojo Rabbit. It's nominated for 2 Golden Globes and it's directed
I've never seen that. Is it good? I got that in the mail.
it.
I got a whole bunch of movies in the mail.
Yeah, I got a bunch of screeners, too. That's how I watch Parasite.
But they send them on DVD now. Well, they always send them on DVD, but there's no digital, I guess, for, when people blasting them out there.
Yeah, it is weird now. It used to be you get them on DVD and it was the most convenient thing, but now,
Yeah.
like I have a DVD player hooked up in my house that really only gets used this time of year.
I got one for the laptop that I don't even know if it actually works now. It's an older one, so I have to see if it even fits into my
It's
laptop.
an external.
Yep.
Yeah, I literally have to plug an HDMI out of the cable box and into the DVD player because it never gets used.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought the other thing that was funny, I didn't even realize this until the show last night, but I love that the live action Lion King was nominated for Best Animated Feature because it wasn't live action. You know what I mean? Because it's completely CGI, but it was still.
Oh, yes.
So it's really just a remake of The Lion King with updated animation. But it didn't win anything. I think Jay-Z and Beyonce were there because Beyonce has a song in it, but that didn't win anything.
Good.